24 fires, and $450,000 in reported property damage. That brand is Aeiusny, and it sits at number 10 on this list. That's not a forum rumor, it's a federal safety warning from the Consumer Product Safety Commission, issued in September of 2025. But the reason it's a warning and not a recall is the part that should bother you. The manufacturer in Shenzhen stopped responding to the agency. No refund program, no replacement, no phone number that reaches a human. 3 people reported burns and smoke inhalation needing medical treatment. So this isn't a story about cheap batteries. It's a story about who's standing behind the box when it fails, and how easily that person can vanish. 10 brands, counting down. 7 I wouldn't plug into a wall in my own house, but 3 I'd spend my own money on. The last one is the only brand here that outlived its own warranty. Number 9 is a company called Power Plus, and a unit sold as the Tora portable power station. 2 reported fires while charging. By itself, that's almost ordinary here. But the government notice contains a sentence I haven't seen phrased that bluntly anywhere else. The commission states that the firm has been uncooperative in implementing the recall, then tells owners to simply dispose of the product. Sit with that. There's no refund waiting for you. The official federal remedy is throw it in the garbage. And remember that word, uncooperative, because it comes back later in a much darker form. Number 8 is Oupes, and this one has no fire recall at all. I want to be precise, because this audience checks. Oupes lands here on paperwork, not flames. The company advertises a 5+ 1-year warranty on its batteries. That's 6 years of coverage. Its American entity, Oupes Incorporated, was registered in California in July of 2024. So the promise is roughly 6 times older than the company making it. The Better Business Bureau currently rates them D+. I'm not telling you the hardware burns, because I can't prove that. But I won't pretend the rest is fine. I'm telling you the paper behind the warranty is thinner than the paper in front of it. Number 7 is Vtoman, and this is where you get a tool that works on any brand. Every power station sold here carries a Federal Communications Commission identification number printed on a sticker. Type it into the free public FCC database, and it returns the grantee. That's the company that certified and built the unit. Vtoman's grant is not held by Vtoman. It's held by Senci Electromechanical, a separate Chinese manufacturer. So the brand on the front is a marketing layer, and the factory on the paperwork is somebody else entirely. For comparison, Bluetti's grant sits with its own parent company. All Powers holds its own, Senci holds its own. But Vtoman doesn't, and that gap was a choice somebody made. And if that lookup sounds like homework, it is. My father-in-law bought a box that outlived the company selling it. So the supply chain chapter of the Home Power Owner's Manual does it for you. The FCC walkthrough, and a card on every brand here. $29.99 once, but today's answer was free either way. Number 6 is Marlboro. I went looking for an American legal entity, a registered agent, a corporate address. What I found was an email address. That's the entire warranty department. That sounds harsh, but think about what a warranty actually is. It's a promise enforceable against a company you can actually reach. No entity means no small claims court and no attorney general complaint. Your remedy is hoping a stranger answers a message. Your call, but that's the deal. Number 5 is Grecell, and I'll be straight with you about this one. It has the thinnest file of anything in this video. No recall, no grantee I could confirm, no American entity I could locate. But the warranty runs 24 months on a product people keep for a decade. That's not a safety flag, and I won't inflate it into one. It's an accountability flag, and the difference matters. Now step back, because the connection under those last 4 is the real story. Almost none of these companies build anything. Shenzhen is full of original design manufacturers that will put your logo on a finished battery. They print your manual and ship it under your brand inside a month. One factory, many stickers. Same cells, different badge, wildly different price. And here I have to correct something I believed going in. EcoFlow isn't on either list, but it belongs in this conversation. The Delta Max 2000 was recalled in October of 2025. Roughly 25,000 units. 6 reported fires, and property damage that EcoFlow itself reported at over $850,000. So the largest fire recall of a full-size power station in this entire window belongs to a premium brand, not a bargain one. But spending more does not buy you out of this. It changes who writes the apology letter. Drop the brand you swore off in the comments, I'll be in there. Which brings me to number 4, and the reason I went down this hole. The Halo 1000 power station, imported by ZAG and manufactured by Shenzhen DBK Electronics. It's sold through ZAG, Alliance Consumer Group, and QVC. About 5,740 units. The recall notice contains a line that reads differently from every other document I pulled. A 79-year-old man in Bradenton, Florida, died of smoke inhalation in June of 2022. The fire involved one of these units inside his home. There were 4 fires total and 2 more smoke inhalation injuries. That unit sold for between $1,000 and $1,300. But it was not the cheap option on the shelf. It was the trusted one, on QVC, with a brand name people recognized. But the recall didn't publish until August of 2024, 2 years after that fire. The point was never to scare you off owning one. I own this stuff, and I use it. A battery in a box is one of the genuinely useful things to keep in a garage. I personally think most homeowners should own one. But before the 3 picks, take one number with you. It applies to every brand alive. The watt hours printed on the box are cell level capacity. But what comes out of the wall outlet is always less. The inverter takes its cut, converting direct current into alternating current. Independent bench tests keep landing in the same band. PC World measured a Jackery Explorer 1000 at about 84% across 3 runs. Storage Review measured a Bluetti flagship near 88%. Outdoor Gear Lab landed at 82 under load. So take the number on the box and cut 15%. That's your realistic usable capacity, and no listing says it out loud. Number 3, and the one I'd point most people toward first, is Anker's SOLIX line. Lithium iron phosphate cells, with independent measurements putting usable capacity in the mid-90s on the C1000. Now the honest caveat. Anker recalled over 1.5 million power banks across 2025. That's a real black mark. But those were pocket chargers, not power stations. The SOLIX stations carry no recall of their own. And yes, I know I just spent 7 minutes dragging brands for exactly this kind of thing. But if I blurred those 2 product lines together, you'd screenshot me by Tuesday. Number 2 is Bluetti. It holds its own FCC grant under its parent, Power Oak Newener. So the company selling you the unit is the company that certified it. That alignment is rarer in this category than it should be. Bench-tested delivery sits between 82 and 92% depending on the load. The caveat is thinner American support. And those 3,000 to 6,000 cycle claims are manufacturer figures. Treat them as specifications, not promises. Number 1 is Jackery, and it wins on the least exciting metric in this entire video. It has been a registered Delaware corporation since 2012. 13 years, with a real American address and a named agent you could actually serve. After everything above, that isn't boring. That's the whole argument. The caveat is real too. The older Pro models use nickel-manganese cobalt cells rated around 1,000 cycles, but the newer versions move to lithium iron phosphate rated at several thousand. So check which generation you're buying. The badge doesn't tell you, and the listing usually won't either. So, the honest summary. This category doesn't sort into good companies and evil ones. It sorts into companies you can find, and companies you can't. But a recall only functions if somebody actually picks up the phone. So before you click buy, do the 20-second version of what I just did. Read the FCC number off the back panel and look up who holds the grant. Then search the brand in your state's business registry and check how old the entity is. If the warranty is older than the company, the warranty is decoration. YouTube thinks you'll like one of these next 2 videos, so click it. And if you made it this far, subscribe